Friday here, I am going to show you how I am making my chapbook for the Dusie Kollektiv. I will be showing you different pieces and parts of it. You'll have to pardon my ridiculous outfit here because it is cold. I'm snowed in, so I'm just going to wear what is warm. But anyway, it won't matter too much because I'm going to be showing you mostly the chapbook instruction. In any case, I will have to probably break this up in different chunks, but this is sort of an intro. Alright, so let me move to... So this is the cover of my chap. Let's see if I can move in enough you can see. It is 11 inches. Let's see if it'll focus in on that. I guess not. Anyway, it's 11 inches on this cover. And let me back up a little bit. And it folds out like this. Now, eventually, it will fold in here and here. It's a sort of split chap action. So this is 22 inches total. Now, in order to get paper this big, what I did was I bought black poster boards and trimmed them. Now, this was a 22 by 28 poster board. I had to buy quite a few of them to get this right. Now, the width of them, if I can get this measured up correctly, one-handed, is 6 3/4 inches. I did have to trim some off. Now, I lost some of this because I wanted to trim it this way, but also because as I was working on it, I messed up a couple of times, and this seemed like the best way to ensure that, say, rough cuts and things could be trimmed out. I used this bone folder to make sure my creases were nice and tight, though my paper trimmer, which is currently right here, would not take such a big piece of paper, so I had to pre-fold them, then trim them, and get them to this length. So here you can see my stack of them. There's a little 50-something. I forget exactly how many. But yeah, this is the cover, and I will be showing you what I'll be doing with them. Hi, not snowed in anymore, but I had to split this up. So, in order to do the two chapbooks, I had to make mock-ups facing in either direction. As you can see, Title 1, Title 1. And one turns normally and one does not. The right-sided one is for Erin. I'm trying to turn to it. So you can see that I had to mark these pages, age 5 for Cami Granado, age 5, I Hate Dorothy Hamill. And same page on mine is the first poem in my sequence, which is Dorothy Hamill Interviews Herself. So they end up facing like that. So they'll be flipping back and forth. So I had to draw these up so I could arrange them, so then I could print these pages. I'll pick one. Oh no, that's not the right one. Oops. Oh, they're over here. So these pages that will then be split, you can see that they're double-sided with things, well, that you're seeing through the side back, but with the stuff printed on them. These are the master sheets. I have another set that I'm going to cut so you can see what they look like. Took some time to set that up. By the way, for those of you who care and want to know, I did this in Microsoft Word using 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 pages, setting that up with a manual page dimension setup and page setup, and managed it as a custom size. Then, in order to get each of those pages, I would work on each of those pages individually, and each document was 8 pages in order to maintain single pages. Then each of the pages was when I would go to print, I would go to print and set it up to print 4 to a page. And once I had 4 to a page, I would, instead of hitting print, what I would do is hit save as PDF, I would print to PDF. That allowed the pages to be maintain their format between computers and work on them individually. Now, if I also put them all into a single document So you could just run the whole thing at once, and then if you wanted to run it through a copier, you'd just keep it in that order and then go 1 to 2-sided, and it would take care of all of them. But in order to do the masters, I did them printed each page individually, flipped them in my printer, and then ran them back through. If you're doing this, if you're doing something like this yourself, then you probably want to check how your paper goes through your printer. In any case, when it's done, you get this. Now this is Erin's side, so you can see that each page flips the opposite way, and I'm just going to see it. They're stuck together. So this is my other master copy. I made 2 master copies, one so I could actually bind it for your showing, etc. And you can see how the pages nest and line up quite nicely. So there's that. So this is one side. I already did this side. This is actually the harder side to do, which is the right to left facing side. Now I have to do the left to right facing side, and I'm going to demonstrate. I'm going to cut them, I'm going to fold them, and then I'm going to put it together inside of a piece of the thing that I've already shown you. So this is my rotary cutter. You can see the rotary blade right here, and here are the pages. I am going to take these and carefully line them up in here. Now, I'm going to have to show you this hand in a moment. Now, the pages are 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, so in order to get the correct dimensions, as you can see, hopefully this won't reflect too much, I have this lined up with the 5 1/2 setting on 5 1/2 line on there. So all of these are the pages. There's 3 total, so when it's done cutting, it will be perfect. Now, I'm going to just let me support this so it stays nice and tight. Slide my rotary cutter up here. Make sure that it remains tight as I go, because I don't want to mess up my pages too much. And press and slide. Now I have those done. Now the next step, of course, is to take these pages now and fold them. Groovy. Okay, let me push this back a little so you can see. So I got the pinch down here. Here's my bone folder. And push and glide. I'm going to double check, make sure that my jog is good. And I'm going to go again, because I like to really get a good crease. Now, if you don't have a bone folder, I'm using an actual bone folder made of real bone. Yay! You can use a butter knife, or they make bone folders that are silicone. And there we are. Oops. So you can kind of see. There we go. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take these and put them into their covers. So I'm going to take this, my master copy, or my mock-up, and I'm going to use that to make sure that I put my pages in the right order. So I know this is the first title page goes on top here, and then I have this one, and then I'll just fold and check. So then epigraph, and let's see, in review self, got that, and then flip again, preload it up, that goes under the bottom, and then double check, relation mark. Alright, so now they're in order. You take them and make a nice little stack like this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold them in half. Now, if I fold them like this, I'm going to get some jogging, and that's it's going to be a little hard to see, but you can kind of see that you get what looks to be kind of like a little mountain peak. That's called jogging, and if you're familiar with those terms anyway. Or I could fold them individually, and then I won't get jogging, and they'll nest anyway, and then they'll be natural jogging anyway. So, but I am lazy, so I am going to just take this and my bone folder, lay it down, make sure there's nice and clean. Actually, let me turn this around, and then I will show you. So this is one of the covers, as you can see. Folds out like that. The way I'm going to fold this is that will, actually, I'm going to do it this way. So this, this way. I'm going to fold it like this, so eventually this piece, this little flaw here would be hidden by the image that I'm going to glue here. But anyway, so it's going to fold like that. But just to show you, I was going to show you that, so it'll end up looking like this. You can see, and I have just loosely placed, oh wait, where did the other one go? Oh no, I don't know what I did with it. Oh well, I've loosely placed one of them in here, just so you can see how it's going to sit. So it will look like that. But this one's pre-folded. I wanted to actually show you the folding. So let's get that out the way. Here we are. So this is the guy. Now, I don't want them to fold right into this crease that I've already made, which is halfway. I want it to be just a little smidge back, so I'm going to just slightly off-center that. And then again, using my bone folder, I'm going to actually pre-crease this just a smidge so I can get a nice tight press. And now the thing about using a real bone folder is that you'll get burnishing, which is a little shiny action on it. And you can see with the reflection that shiny that happens. I kind of like shiny. Some people don't, so if you don't like that sort of thing, you can get a silicone bone folder. I think Martha Stewart makes one. Anyway, going to do the same thing on this side. Again, notice that I'm not lining it up exactly with the crease. It's just slightly off-center. Here's the crease, and there's the little edge. I don't know why this is so white. Anyway, I'm going to press that down, give it a fold, double check, and tighten that fold up real good. Oh. So now, we're all folded up. So, this would be the master one. Now, I don't have the color things printed yet, but there will be a piece that goes here, and an image that goes here. So, in case there we are. Now, the next thing to do is to staple. So, well, I don't know what happened. I recorded this and then it disappeared or something. I recorded the stapling of both sides, and just to demonstrate that I'm not lying, you can see that there are some holes here. But I pulled them... Oh! Camera back a little bit there. Oops. Holes. Yeah, right there. But I pulled them out so I could show you this again. So, I already have one side stapled. This side right here. The left side, but I'm going to show you the right. Now you can see here I have a saddle stitch stapler. It's got this nice bend in it, so you can rest the piece in here. Now I'm obviously going the short end in, because if I tried to rest the whole thing, I get a mess. So, this is the way it wants to go. I'm going to put it in there. So, and you can see that I can use these guides to line it up now. It sits very nicely right here, so you get a nice perfect staple right on the crease every time. Now here's my little booklet. I am going to set it in there. Off camera, unfortunately, because I gotta line this all up. And there we go. That looks about right. And we'll make sure it's all lined up. And now we have to staple. So, taking this whole booklet and set it in here. Make sure it's all ready to go. Actually, back this up a little. Get this guy out of the way, because he's getting in my way. And just make sure that my staple holes line up, because I'd like to keep this. So, oh, by the way, you can buy these online or in office supply stores. I see them run about, what, 40 bucks, 50 bucks maybe? I don't know. I did not pay that much. I got it on like super mega ultra discount sale, so I did not pay that much, so I can't tell you. I can't remember how much it was. And it wasn't from Amazon, although I think Amazon tends to have pretty good prices on it. Anyway, so here we go. My staple all lined up, and you just press. Boom. And now we got our staple here. Now I'm going to flip it around. Oh, wait, no, I'm not flip it around. I'm going to slide it over. Silly. And line that guy up. And 1, 2, 3, push. And now they're all stapled, so it folds like that. And let me take this whole thing, put it together, and I will show you what has happened. hath I wrought? And shift, and shift, and here we are. Here is the chapbook. A little split chap, tandem chap action. Open it up, and here we go. Oh no, I put it upside down. That's terrible. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to fix that off camera so you don't have to see me act like an idiot. Aha, I fixed it. So, rule, I should probably have said the rule, you know, pay attention to what you're doing. Sometimes you mess things up. Anyway, so, there, look, there we go. So, look, nice, pretty tandem chap. So, here we go. Let me flip some pages. Not very good with this hand. So, this is T.A. Noonan, Erin Elizabeth Smith. Erin Elizabeth Smith and T.A. Noonan. And let me get some fingers licked so I have some more tension. And then you can see how they line up. So each page matches up perfectly. So we are reading this poem and this poem side by side, and all of the poems end up matching up. So there you go. Now, I'm still not quite done. This part here it's all finishing stuff here that's left. As I mentioned, there's an image that's going to go here. It's going to be color. I got to print it. And there's an image that's going to go here, also color, got to be printed. And the last step, and you'll notice when I set it down, it's not quite flat. The last step is that I'm going to use a book press to press these down, get them nice and flat so they'll look really good. You don't have to use a book press. I happen to have one. They're a little on the pricey side. Mine was not so much because there's a gentleman on eBay, and he is a cabinet maker who makes book presses and bookmaking supplies out of old recycled cabinet materials. So I got my book press for like, I don't know, 60, 80 bucks, something like that. Whereas a comparable one would be like something like 200, 300. I was like, nope. But you don't have to. You can just take a guy like this. I've got quite a few of them to make, but you could take a guy like this and get a big heavy book and just put it on top and leave it there for a while. Book press is going to save some time. And that is basically it. So thanks for watching. I apologize for the crappy quality, but hopefully this gives you some ideas about how to make your own little tandem split chap thing going on. And yeah, thanks for watching.